Osama Hamdan is the Hamas representative in Lebanon. He joins us now from Beirut. Good to have you on the program. What will be Hamas's reaction if Israel does indeed go ahead with the annexation plan of the West Bank?
If I heard you well, our position in Hamas movement and in all the resistance movements in Palestine, even the Palestinian Authority, we are opposing the annexation plan, and we consider this plan as part of the Israeli occupation and taking over the Palestinian occupied lands in 1967. That means there will be no peace, and the Israelis are talking about just a solution for themselves, and this will lead for consequences. No one can expect what will happen, but I can say exactly that the Israelis are not seeking peace and stability in the region by implementing such a plan.
And just to be clear, we've heard the Hamas military wing spokesman saying that this annexation plan is tantamount to a declaration of war. You have also said there will not be peace. What exactly will that mean in reality?
It's clear that the Israelis have played the role as if they were seeking peace, and they have negotiated the Palestinian PLO, and they have signed Oslo agreement, and they talk to everyone that they are seeking to have peace with the Palestinians. By the time they were taking over the Palestinian lands by building new settlements every day, and now they want to annex those lands by saying it belongs to the Israelis. This is an Israeli attack against the Palestinians and against their rights. So the military spokesman was defining what the Israelis are doing. And it's clear that the Palestinian people will stand to defend themselves, not only Hamas or any Palestinian organization. All the Palestinians will defend their homeland. They will defend themselves, they will defend their rights. And I think what the Israelis is doing, and if you want to understand what Abu Ubaidah have said clearly, he's saying that the international community is responsible for defending the Palestinian people and defending their rights. When Israel declares war against the Palestinians, there must be a kind of action from the international community to stop this war and to bring the rights for the Palestinian people back. If that happens, this will be okay. If not, the Palestinian people will do their best to defend their rights. This is what Abu Ubaidah is saying. And I have to say another last point in this issue, that everyone is asking about the Palestinians, why they will resist and why they will do this or that. No one is asking, or no one is trying to argue the Israelis about their step or about what they are going to do, which is a declaration of war against the Palestinian people.
And is there one Palestinian voice right now? Are you, together with the Palestinian Authority, proposing a plan against this to Israel?
Well, I assure you that there is a united Palestinian position against the annexation plan. Everyone is talking about this in the same way. Everyone is opposing that. And we will all act together in different directions to protect ourselves and to protect our rights in Palestine. There is part of political action, and there will be an action on the ground by the people of the Palestinian nation, and we will do our best to prevent that altogether. We understand that there was differences between the Palestinians, but this will not prevent us from being united against the Israeli plan.
So those differences, you say this is now the right time to to settle those differences between you and the PA?
This is the right time to overcome all those differences. And I believe the major part of those differences was related to the peace process, which the Israeli has undermined and destroyed totally. And everyone knows now that if the international community did not help the Palestinians, there will be no choice. Even for the Palestinians who negotiated Israel, there will be no choice except one choice, the resistance against the occupation in different ways. I think we are in the right moment to overcome all the differences between the Palestinians. In fact, we have started this. We are working on that, both sides. And I think we will achieve the Palestinian national goal to liberate our lands and to establish our independent sovereign state on the Palestinian occupied lands.
Mr. Hamdan, just to be clear, how different will the reaction be? Because when the embassy was moved from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, there were lots of words, but things haven't changed. How different will these two moves be?
I have to remind you and all the viewers that in the day of the transfer of the American embassy, Israel committed a massacre on the Gaza borders, killing more than 70 Palestinians who demonstrate against that step. This time, I think the Palestinian people will act. No one knows or no one will expect what may the Israelis do, but this time the Palestinian people will act together, and that means all the Palestinian people will act, not only in West Bank, in Gaza, and the diaspora against what the Israelis are doing, because everyone understands that the annexation plan, it belongs for the lands. They will not annex the people. So we are facing the threat of deporting more or transferring more than 400,000 Palestinians from those lands. And that means directly there will be no right for the Palestinians, the refugees, to return to their homeland back. So this moment is affecting this plan is affecting all the Palestinians, not only the Palestinians in West Bank or the Palestinians in Jerusalem. It's affecting all the Palestinians. So the unity of the Palestinians against that will take place, and we will work to the most important effort which we can do. If in a political way that can be solved, let's go to this. If not, I think the main idea is to resist the occupation, and no one can say how we will resist unless he saw that on the ground.
Mr. Osama Hamdan, thank you so much for speaking to us on TRT World. Thank you.